Good morning, students. Let's continue the chapter that is subsidiary work. Write down the fourth one, sales, return, book, or return, inwards, book. Under that, write down, this book is used to record the return of such goods as were sold to the customers on credit basis. Next, write down format of sales, return, book. We have date, particulars, credit note number, invoice number, LF, details, sales return, output CGST, output SGST, output IGST, and total. Date, particulars, credit note number, LF, details, sales return, output CGST, output SGST, output IGST, and total. To take down illustration 6, prepare sales return book in the books of Ramlal and Co. from the following transaction, assuming CGST at 6% and SGST at 6%. Goods returned by Ganga Prasad, Haryana. So it is CGST and SGST. Then Shyam Mills Oil, Yamunanagar, CGST, SGST. Allowed to Sanjay on account of mistake. Again it is CGST and SGST. So write down Ram, Lal and Co. Hizar sales return book. So we have date, particulars, credit note number, LF, details, output CGST, output SGST, output IGST, and total. Date, particulars, credit note number, LF, details, sales return, output CGST, output SGST, output IGST, and total. So 6th April we have Ganga Prasad and Co. Karnal. How much is the amount? 6,000 less trade discount at 15%. So 6,000 into 15 by 100, 900. What's the total? 5,100. Add CGST at 6%, 306. SGST at 6%. Again it is 306. So the total is 5,712. Under sales return 5,100, 306 CGST, 306 SGST. Total is 5,712. After that we have on 12th April Shyam Oil Mills. It is 40,000. Add CGST at 6%. So 40,000 into 6 by 100, 2,400. SGST at 6%, 2,400. Total is 44,800. So under details, so under sales return we have 40,000, 2,400, 2,400, total is 44,800. Then on 18th April we have Sanjay and Co. Amount is 2,500. At CGST at 6%, SGST at 6%, 150 plus 150, total we get 2,800. So under sales return we have 2,500, 150 CGST, 150 SGST, 2,800 in the total column. Last we have total column, sales return 47,600, 2,856 is CGST, 2,856 is SGST, 53,312 will be the total column. Clear? Take down the next one, that is fifth one, journal proper. Under that write down, after the subdivision of journal into various subsidiary works, comma, journal remains only a residuary work, residuary spelling RESIDUARY, in which only those transactions are recorded which cannot be recorded in any other subsidiary book. Full stop. In such a case, journal is called a journal proper. So if the transactions are not recorded in any of the subsidiary book, it will be recorded in a separate subsidiary book which is known as journal proper. So let us take down an illustration. Take down illustration 8. Record the following transaction in journal proper of Mukesh Traders. We have the same format of that of journal. So journal proper. We have date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. So we have first 5th March, Sunil, who owed us 50,000, were declared insolvent and 40,000 is received in full and final payment. So please draw the format, that is date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. So Sunil, who owed us 50,000, was insolvent. So 5th March, we recovered only 40%. So what is the journal entry? It is bad debts account debited to Sunil's account. So how much is bad debts? It is 60%. So 50,000 into 60 by 100, 30,000 debit, 30,000 credit. Write down the narration. Bad debts written off on Sunil's insolvency. Next on 10th March we have an old machinery was sold to Kailash for 10,000 on credit. So what will be the journal entry of 10th March? It is Kailash account debited to machinery account. Write down the narration. Old machinery sold on credit. Then on 12th March we have proprietor withdrew for personal use cash and goods 4,000. So whatever is withdrawn in cash will not be recorded in journal proper, as it will be recorded in cash book, but goods will be recorded in journal proper. So 12.3, it is drawings account debited to purchases account. 4,000 debit, 4,000 credit. Write down the narration. Goods withdrawn for personal use. Then on 15 March we have goods worth 40,000 was destroyed by fire. So loss by fire account debited to purchases account. 40,000 debit, 40,000 credit. Write down the narration. Goods destroyed by fire. Then on 20th March we have insurance company admitted a fire insurance claim of 25,000. So it is insurance company account debited to loss by fire, 25,000 debit, 25,000 credit. Write down the narration. Insurance claim admitted by insurance company. Then on 22nd March we have a bills receivable for 10,000 endorsed to Mr. Mehta. So it is Mehta's account debited to bills receivables account. 10,000 debit, 10,000 credit. Write down the narration. Bills receivables endorsed to Mr. Mehta. Then 31st March, wages outstanding for March 2010, 15,000. So journal entries, wages account debited to outstanding wages account, 15,000. So write the narration, adjustment for wages outstanding. And last on 31st March we have insurance prepaid at the end of the year 2000. So it is prepaid insurance account debited to insurance account, 2000 debit, 2000 credit. Write the narration, adjustment for prepaid insurance premium. After the problem, write down the note. On 12th March, entry for cash transaction will not be recorded in journal proper. Let us work out the last problem of this chapter. Enter the following transaction in appropriate subsidiary book. So we need to classify under which subsidiary will each transaction be written. So they have given us January 1st asset cash in hand. It will be in the cash book, opening balance. Due from Balaji and Co. Due from Manoj, stock, furniture. All this will return in journal proper. Then we have bank overdraft. It will again be written in the cash book. Due to Surendra, journal proper. Then we have purchase from Ramlal and Co. 10 chest of tea at 720. This will be written in purchase book. Then we have purchase from Kancham Das and Co. Half the payment is made in cash and half in check. So this will be in our cash book. Purchase machinery from Pramod on credit. So this is our journal proper. Receive cash from Balaji and Co. in full settlement. This will be under our so this is cash book. Deposited into bank, cash book. Sold goods to Sen and Co. sales book. Return to Ramlal and Son, purchase return. Sold to Ravi Shankar, sales book. Return goods, sales return. Ravi Shankar accepted a bill for 1 month for the amount due, journal proper. Paid for wages 500 and stationery, cash book. Received a check 10,000 and check is immediately deposited, cash book. Purchase from Vijay and Co. purchases book. 2 chests of tea costing 700 each are taken by Mr. Kumar for personal use, journal proper. Return to Vijay and Co. purchase return. Acceptance given to Vijay and Co. for 2 months, journal proper. Acceptance received from Sen and Co. 30 days, journal proper. Withdrew from bank for personal use and office use, cash book. Paid rent by check, cash book. So we need to classify all the transaction in cash book, purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales return, and journal proper. These are the 6 books and each transactions need to be classified under these 6 books. So first we would be doing the cash book. All the transactions which have been written in the cash book will be written here. So we have date, receipts, LF, voucher number, cash, bank, date, payment, LF, voucher number, cash and bank. So we have debit side and credit side. Date, receipts, voucher number, LF, cash, bank, date, payment, voucher number, LF, cash and bank. So first we have on 1st Jan, to balance brought down. How much is it? 5,400. Then again on 1st Jan we have bank overdraft. So by balance brought down, under the bank column we have 36,200. Then on 5th Jan we have purchase from Ghanshyam Das. So by purchases, 9,600 into 5 by 100, we need to deduct 480 from 9,600. How much is it? It is 9,120, and out of this 9,120, 50% is by cash. So 4,560 is cash, 4,560 is bank. Okay. Next on 8th Jan, we received from Balaji. So to Balaji and Co, 6,800. Then 10 Jan we have deposited into bank. So to cash account, contra entry under the bank column we have 5,000. 10 Jan by bank account, contra entry under cash column we have 5,000. Next 18 Jan, paid for wages 500 and stationery 200. So by wages, by stationery, how much is it? 500 and 200. Next 28 Jan, withdrew from bank for personal use and office use 6,000. So for personal use it is by drawings under the bank column 4,000. Then we'll be having contra entry for office use, that is by cash account. It's a contra entry 6,000 in bank column, and on debit side to bank account, contra entry cash column 6,000. And last we have on 30th Jan, paid rent. So by rent account, in bank column 4,000 as it is by check. So last we need to total our cash book. Which side is more? Cash column or debit side is more? 18,200, 18,200. So on 31st Jan we have by balance carried down, that is 7,940, and bank column credit side is more, that is 54,760, 54,760. So to balance carried down, what is the balance? 39,760. So on 1st Feb, to balance brought down 7,940. On 1st Feb, by balance brought down 39,760. This is the cash book which we have already done in the previous chapter. I hope you remember how you are supposed to balance the cash book. After we have done the cash book, next we need to do the purchases book. Draw the format. We have date. There is no CGST, SGST, so you need not have a separate column for the same. So we have date, particulars, invoice number, LF, details and total. Under that, 3rd Jan, Ram Lal and Sons, 10 chests of tea at 720 each, so it is 7200, less trade discount at 10%, that is 720. So total we get 6480. Next, on 21st Jan we have Vijay and Co. 20 chests of tea at 800 each, so 20 into 800 is 16,000. 5 tins of coffee at 500 each, it is 2,500. Total is 18,500. So what is the total on 31st Jan? It is 24,900. After this, we will be drawing the sales book. We have date, particulars, invoice number, LF, details and total. 12 Jan we have Sen and Co. 4 chests of tea at 950 each. So 950 into 4 we get 3,800. 12 tins of coffee at 700 each. So 700 into 12, 8,400. Total is 12,200. Then we have 16 Jan, Ravi Shankar. 20 chests of tea at 1000 each. So 20 into 1000, 20,000. Less trade discount at 5%. So 20,000 into 5 by 100 is 1000. We get 19,000. So what is the total? The total amount is 19,000 plus 12,000. How much do we get? 31,200. After this we have purchase return book. Write down. Purchase return book. Format remains the same. On 15 Jan we have Ram Lal and Sons. Instead of invoice number we have debit note number. 1 chest of tea at 750. 720 each. So 720 minus 72 we get 648. Then on 24th Jan we have Vijay and Co. 2 chests of tea at 800. 800 into 2, 1,600. 1 tin of coffee at 500. So we get 2,100. What is the total? It is 2,748. Last we have sales return book. Instead of debit note number we have credit note number. Date is 17 Jan. Ravi Shankar. 1 chest of tea at 1000. Less trade discount at 5%, we get 50. Total is 950. Last we need to do the journal proper. Date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. First we have is 1st Jan. Write down. Cash account debited. Balaji and Co account debited. Manoj account debited. Stock account debited. Furniture account debited. To bank overdraft. To Surinder. Why are we writing cash and bank overdraft balance? Always remember in journal proper all the opening entries or the opening balances would be written. So what is the amount? Cash is 5,400, Balaji 7,000, Manoj is 20,000, stock is 80,000, furniture 25,000, bank overdraft balance is 36,200, Surendra is 9,200, and we have balancing figure. So that balancing figure is to capital account 92,000. Write the narration. Opening balance is brought forward from previous year's book. Next, on 6th Jan, write down the journal entry. Machinery account debited to Pramod and Co. 10,000 debit, 10,000 credit. Write the narration. Machinery purchased on credit. Then 8th Jan, write down. Discount allowed account debited to Balaji and Co. 200 debit, 200 credit. Write down the narration. Discount allowed to Balaji and Co. in full settlement of account. So whatever is received, we have written in cash book. The discount is not written in cash book, so we write in journal proper. Then write down 18 Jan. Bills receivables account debited to Ravi Shankar. 18,050 debit, 18,050 credit. Write down the narration. Acceptance received for 1 month. How did I get 18,050? We sold to Ravi Shankar for 19,000 and he returned those goods for 950. So how much is remaining? 18,050 is remaining. He has received it for. So he has accepted a bill for 1 month, which is amount due from him. Clear? Then 22nd Jan, write down. Drawings account debited to purchases account. 1,400 debit, 1,400 credit. Write down the narration. 2 chests of tea costing 700 each taken for personal use. Then we have 25th Jan. Acceptance given to Vijay and Co. for 2 months. So we purchased from Vijay and Co. of 18,500 and we returned him 2,100. So what's the remaining amount? 16,400. So he has given us acceptance of bills for 2 months. So write down the journal entry. Vijay and Co. account debited to bills payable account. 16,400 debit, 16,400 credit. Write down the narration. Acceptance given for 2 months. Then 27 Jan we have acceptance received from Sen and Co. for 2,200. Sen and Co. we had sold him. So it is bills receivable account debited to Sen and Co. 2,200 debit, 2,200 credit. Write down the narration. Acceptance received for 30 days. Clear? So we are done with this chapter. Tomorrow onwards we shall be starting a new chapter. So that's all for today. Thank you.